Welcome back, we're playing Lamplight City, and this guy will not help us unless we figure out who did this, whatever this is, to his iron mill. So
this place sure is big. I wonder if they actually make anything useful.
So I'm getting a feeling we're getting closer to the end, because we're doing like the grand tour of all the characters and all the locations we've been to before.
Hey, that area is for workers only.
Ah, come on, let me
My
go
apologies.
there. So how in the hell will I know who did anything to his thing? Ah, okay, now I'm looking. Okay.
Completely ruined. Whoever sabotaged this knew what they were doing.
Okay, so who knows about iron mill stuff? So let's ask him again, because how are we going to figure this out
Mr.
if he
Mims,
won't help us?
A word, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, what is it?
No, but he's not going to help us with
now.
that.
Be
Okay.
careful.
Okay, so maybe a lead will naturally appear as we talk to other people. Maybe. Okay, let's talk to this woman. So we haven't... It's the widow of the politician. Mrs. McDonough.
What? Who are you?
Did I just walk into
I'm
her
Miles
house?
Fordham, private investigator. Your butler just announced me.
Oh, of course. Forgive me. I was just, well,
Okay.
never mind.
What?
Please make yourself comfortable, Mr. Fordham.
Thank you, Mrs. McDonough.
Okay, let's talk.
I appreciate you seeing me, Mrs. McDonough. I know you must be going through a difficult time right now.
What exactly is it you want from me, Mr. Fordham? I already spoke to the police about my husband's
The
murder.
police are a bit useless.
I just have a few questions
and
of
I'm
my own.
actually good at my
Oh,
job.
very well.
Oh, she's in full mourning gear. Ah, and these folds here kind of make her look like a ventriloquist puppet. I hate those.
How are you feeling, Mrs. McDonough?
My husband of 42 years was shot in his office. How do you think I feel?
Tactful as always, Fordham.
Yeah,
Until
okay.
you do it.
My apologies. Perhaps that wasn't the most appropriate question.
No, I
Is
mean,
there anything I can do to help?
I was being nice.
You can start by finding the monster who murdered Percival.
I don't think that was tactless. It was like, hey, how are you? Can I do something for you? Why? Cryptography? Ah, in his
Are you
office.
familiar with the art of cryptography, Mrs. McDonough?
What an odd question.
It's in the
It's
library.
just I noticed several books on the subject in your husband's office.
Oh, well, yes. Percival was interested in cryptography and secret messages and the like.
Give
He
her
would
the-
sometimes leave me coded notes when we first
Give her the
began
blank piece
courting
of
many
paper.
years ago.
What kind of
Give
notes?
her the blank piece of
Oh,
paper.
now, Mr. Fordham, those were private. But Percival got a thrill out of knowing I was the only one who could read them. Sometimes he would write them using a special ink that would only appear when the paper was heated.
Yes, yes, yes. Give
I
it to her.
can't
Give her
remember the last time he did that, though.
Give her the paper. Give it. Where is it? Give her the paper. Give her the paper.
What can you tell me about your husband?
I'll tell you the same thing I told the police, Mr. Fordham. Percival was one of the hardest working members of Parliament. He took his job extremely seriously. The recent election caused him a terrible amount of consternation,
don't-
as I'm sure it did most people.
I
He
don't
took
not-
Atwood's loss rather
Oh,
hard.
he was with Atwood.
Did you see much of him?
Like, I
I
don't
beg your
not
pardon?
believe he was hardworking.
Surely someone with such an important position in government could find themselves consumed by their work. Did he spend much time at home?
He made it a point to come home and have dinner with me every night, even if he had to return to the office
Aw,
afterwards.
that's nice.
And did that happen often?
At least 3 or 4 times in a week, yes. He'd stay in his office working late into the night. As I said, he was very dedicated to his role.
Sounds to me like she's quite dedicated to hers, too.
Which is what? Being the wife? Or like being the mourning wife? Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Politicians... like, politicians can be as good of a people as they want. I think they will always just have enemies, because there's a reason people vote a certain percentage for the one side and a certain percentage for the other. And that those people will just hate the other side no matter what. So he would have enemies.
Did your husband have any enemies?
He was a politician, Mr. Fordham.
Exactly.
Half the
That's what,
city
that's
hated
what I
him.
just said.
Did
Yeah.
he ever receive any kind of threats against his life?
None that I was ever made aware of. I have no idea who could have killed him, let alone who could have gotten into his office to do it. He hadn't told me about any meetings or appointments this week either.
Was it his custom to inform you of his work affairs?
Oh, well, I've always taken an interest in my husband's work. He'd often mention initiatives he was working on or people he was meeting, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Nothing sensitive or confidential, you understand. Just conversation about his day.
Maybe this lady knows more than she leads on. Who's
Do you know anyone
Shackley?
named Shackley?
No, I've never heard that name before. Why?
I saw your husband had a meeting scheduled with him shortly before his murder.
That can't be right. He didn't tell me about that. He always told me about his meetings.
It was written on his office calendar, clear as day.
As I said, I don't know who that person is. Why wouldn't Percival have told me about their meeting?
Because it
Why
was
indeed?
a secret meeting. But I don't want to make her mad with the Ruby question, so we'll leave that
Can you
to
think of any
last.
reason why your husband would have been murdered?
Not really. He was a vocal opponent of the construction of the Gascogne-Chumley Bridge, but I hardly think that would have been sufficient reason to drive someone to murder.
Why is that?
Well, it's just a bridge, isn't it? There are plenty of other ways to get to Chumley.
Really? Is there?
I meant, why was he opposed to it?
Oh, because the amount of money required to build it is exorbitant. Public funds should be used on roads and buildings that are falling apart. What's the point of having something shiny and new if everything around it is in disrepair?
I don't know, she's not wrong, but I guess that bridge would signify a merger of the two sides of the city, so it's expensive, but it's also quite symbolic of what they were trying to do with the city, so I'm not sure.
Have you heard of the Justice Killer?
That was the name the police mentioned when they told me about Percival's murder. It's absolutely terrifying to think that one sick person could be capable of such evil. Why is he called the Justice Killer? What justice was done by murdering my husband?
I'm afraid I can't answer that right now, Mrs. McDonough, but I intend to find out.
Yeah, still, I'm gonna stand by it. Copy count.
Are you familiar with someone named Ruby?
I can't say I am. Who is it?
Just a name that's come up in my investigation.
Sounds like the name of a trollop.
Excuse
or
me?
perhaps a dog.
Excuse
Those are
me.
all the questions I have for now, Mrs. McDonough.
All right, Mr. Fordham.
How can you just by a name go, yeah, trollop or dog? What? Let's heat the note.
If this actually works, I'll eat my hat.
You don't have a hat. I don't have a hat either. Ooh, yay! My dearest Mary, words cannot express the regret. Okay, wait, I'm being sorry. My voice is like, yay! No, my words cannot express the regret and sorrow I feel for how I acted last night. I swore to myself I would never harm. No, harm. He touched her. He lifted his hand. It's my deepest hope that you can forgive me and trust that I will never let this monster out again.
Well, I'll be damned.
Shit. But I'm scared if I were to show her that note, she will chase me out of her house. So I need to look
Just a
around
painting of some
first.
boring old aristocrat. Surely this one was called Lady Felicity Euphemia Beaversnatch the Simple.
Beaver snatch. That's a wild one.
They look expensive, but I bet they're totally worthless. I feel sorry for the sucker who has to clean them.
Oh, are we gonna meet the sucker who has to clean them? Maybe.
Lord Alfred Edward Shufflebottom the Wise comes to mind when looking at this one.
Shufflebottom.
This one looks like a Lady Camilla Prudence Wigglewaddle the Grey.
Lady Carmilla, like the vampire.
They look expensive, but I bet they're totally worthless.
Okay.
I think I'll call this one Lord Edmund Henry Lickspittle the Elder.
Lick spittle.
They look expensive.
Okay, so am I gonna talk to her again? She might kick me out. Ooh, let's save the game. Because I've been, burnt in the past, so let's say before fire notes. Okay. Let's go.
Can we talk some more, Mrs. McDonough?
I suppose so, yes.
Whew, I think she's gonna be mad.
Do you know anything about this letter?
I'm afraid I don't have my spectacles. What is it?
Don't read it
Coroner
aloud.
found it in your husband's pocket. He gave it to me because he thought it was blank. But
Please
after you
don't
told
read
me
it
about your
aloud.
husband's propensity for writing secret messages, I decided to try exposing the paper to heat. Allow me to read it to you.
No, please
Dearest
don't.
Mary,
Oh,
words cannot express the regret and sorrow I feel for how I acted last night.
Don't read it aloud.
I swore to myself I would never harm you again after the
Don't
last
read
time,
it aloud.
but I have failed us both. It is my deepest hope that you can forgive me, and trust that I will never allow this monster out again.
She's gonna throw me out of the house.
I see. May I have that letter, Mr. Fordham?
I'm afraid I have to keep it for now. It's evidence.
I suppose that does make sense.
Is she gonna make excuses, or... Okay, I did save, so I can
Mrs.
ask
McDonough,
questions.
did Percival mistreat or abuse you?
He wasn't a bad man, Mr. Fordham. I wouldn't have married him if he was.
Okay, so the
It's
justice
just
killer could have known.
The stress of his responsibilities would sometimes oppress him. I would try and offer comfort, soothe his nerves. But there were a few instances where he lost control of his passions.
Did he ever hit you?
He did.
How many times did this happen?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3. You don't exactly count these things.
You do count these
What
things.
a bastard.
You
Maybe
do
it serves
count
him right
these
for
things.
getting shot.
Thank you for your candor, Mrs. McDonough.
Yeah,
Can we please talk about something else?
Yeah, actually, thanks so much for being honest, because it helps the investigation.
Those are all the questions I have
Because
for
now
Mrs.
I
McDonough.
have something
All right, Mr.
that
Fordham.
the justice killer might have known. But still, the flower not being there keeps yelling at me, copycat. But now I know he mistreated her, so now I know there is something. But you do keep track of these things. Once is more than should ever have happened. But I mean, I have to take into account the times, I guess. But Mrs. McDonough, you deserved much better. Okay, so this is interesting. Who do I go to with any of the news that I have? Let's go back to the police station and talk to Snelling. Because I have a lot to say, and maybe...
Chief Snelling?
Yes, Fordham?
He has an insight.
Have you got any information on the Redites?
The Redites? That ridiculous gang of troublemakers? Yes, I have some information. What's your interest in them?
A witness is refusing to speak with me unless I can figure out who sabotaged his iron mill.
I see. All I can offer is a list of names of known Redites along with their last known whereabouts.
Well, that's
But I remind you
a
that you
lot.
only have until tomorrow afternoon before this indulgence expires, and I throw you in jail. This seems like a waste of time.
It's not.
That's
Give me
my
the
decision to
list.
make.
Yeah, give me the
Very
list.
well. I'll give you the list when you're ready to leave.
I need to get back to my investigation.
Okay,
Yes.
so hopefully...
Time is not on your side, Fordham.
Hopefully one of the names, you know, jumps out like a viper.
Here you are. This is the most recent list of known Redites.
Okay. So, Clovis...
This is a lot of names.
Yeah.
If we're going to track down this saboteur, it might be best to retire to a more tranquil environment. Fancy a trip back to Upton's?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Bye. Let's go to Upton. Why did he suggest that? Just so I can look stuff up? Or will something happen
Right.
while I'm here?
This should be a quiet enough spot to concentrate on finding that saboteur. I just hope Upton doesn't mind you turning her parlor into your own personal
Yeah.
study.
I'm sure she'll have no objection. Now, let's have a look at that list again.
It's gonna turn into that meme with the guy from It's Always Sunny and just with the red tape or red wire going everywhere and me being like, let me explain. Okay, Clovis Sullivan, suspect in 3 instances of sabotage. Western Vespuccia. Guy McGee arrested on charges of attempted murder. See, that's quite interesting.
I think we can rule out Mr. Sullivan as a suspect. He's Western Vespuccia's problem now.
Can we draw a line through it? Okay. He's quite violent.
Unless Mr. McKee has escaped from prison, which I highly doubt, he's not our man.
Oh, he's actually in prison. Okay. Okay, we have a house here. He's
If
passed
dead
away.
men could cause explosions, let's just say things would be a lot different. This clearly isn't the right suspect.
No. Okay, so we've got... What is that? Paris
This
Wilson?
might be who we're looking for, but it also might not be.
No harm in paying him a visit, except losing time in our other investigation.
Okay, Peyton Ferguson. 2 instances of sabotage. 6
It's
instances
possible
of
that this is who
sabotage.
we're looking for, but without some way to be absolutely sure, we're in danger of wasting precious time.
I'm not usually the gambling type, but a 1 in 3 chance doesn't strike me as the best odds.
No. And Lucian
This
Donaldson.
might be who we're looking for, but it also might not be.
We could pay him a visit. Who knows? We might get lucky.
So, Worcester and Worcester. So they live close together. He's the only one from Gascon. Which would kind of make sense if he's coming over and killing people in Chumley. I don't know where Worcester is. So I'm thinking it's
possible
him.
that this is who we're looking for, but
I'm not usually the
I think Peyton. Peyton Ferguson. Let's start with Peyton Ferguson, because he's from Gascon and he might just hate the Chumley people. Okay. Lucian Donalds, Paris Wilson, Peyton Ferguson. Yeah, because he's more in the midst of everything. They're like on the side there.
Well, well. Who's this lovely specimen?
Allow me to introduce Peyton Ferguson, known Redite and prime suspect in a sabotage at the Thorbom Ironworks.
Wait, where did I
picked him up and brought him straight to you.
Ooh, a saboteur. Just leave him to me and I'll make him feel right at home.
Wait.
Please find the Justice Killer soon, Miles. Being Giles' prisoner is not my idea of a good time.
Right. I'll leave you to it then.
What? But I didn't speak to him at all. Wait. Wait. No. That was weird. I don't think I should have done that. I'm gonna go back to a previous save game and be a little bit more clever about that, so yeah. See you when I get back. Okay, we are back here because I did not want to gamble this away, so I might ask 1 or 2 more questions to some people in the vicinity and see. Well, I'll go back to the Ironworks and ask him if he knows any of the names. Maybe he does.
Mr. Mims, a word if you wouldn't mind?
Yes, what is it?
Nope, he doesn't want
I'll be going now.
He's not gonna give me any names. Okay. So...
Completely ruined. Whoever sabotaged this knew what they were doing. Completely...
Okay. Okay, so he doesn't know. Maybe the coffee lady knows for some reason? Wait, so... No, we don't know who worked at the Ironworks, really. The Redite. So this is about the Ironworks guy. Let's ask here if she, for whatever reason, knows something
She's
about...
busy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Asleep at a coffee house.
Okay.
All that...
Okay, no. So who would know anything? Am I missing something? Maybe he knows something. I don't know why. Let me just talk to everyone before I make a decision.
Excuse me, Gerard?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you happen to know anything about the Redites?
Nice.
I heard some of the other men talking about them, but I don't ask too many questions. Seems to me they just a bunch of angry and confused people with no other way to express themselves than lashing out. I admit I feel sorry for them.
You're not worried about Steam Tech putting you out of a job?
Nah. Machines can only do so much. You still need a man to make them work or to fix them when they're broke.
Yeah.
I think them Redites are just making a big fuss over nothing.
He's correct.
Thank you, Gerard. I appreciate the information.
Not a problem, boss.
Yeah, but okay, but he doesn't know anything. Okay. Well, it was nice to ask. Okay, maybe he knows something about the Redites. Do you know something about the Redites? Come on, someone's gonna know something. I don't want to make a
Keep
guess.
up the good work, Mr. Hayes.
Okay.
No use, Bob.
Nah, I don't want to make a random guess. Come on, I hate random guessing. Okay, so the coffee house girl didn't want to talk. He didn't know much. He doesn't want to talk. Why would she know anything? Would she know anything about the Redites?
Hello again.
Probably best...
Okay, she doesn't care. Okay. I'm just gonna ask everyone in the game and then I have to guess, I guess. Do they know anything about the Redites? Him? Hey, bro. Redites?
May I ask you a few questions?
Doubt that he will.
Of course! What would you like to know?
Redites.
With all these promises of technological advancement, have the Redites given you any trouble?
Oh, those tech-fearing dolts. Yes, I'm sorry to say that we've gotten threats from them. They have yet to carry any out, which is unsurprising.
Should've
How so?
Groups like that are all bluster and no backbone.
I've seen
Okay.
some evidence to the contrary.
Is that right? Well, we've seen little beyond threatening letters, and
I see?
intend
Can
to
I
make
see the
sure it
letters?
stays that way.
You have any of these letters I might have a look at?
Yeah.
Yes, I have one. I'll give it to you before you leave.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give it.
Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Give it to me
Happy
right
to
now.
help.
Because I am gonna leave when we are done.
Here's that letter you were asking about.
Thank you. To the engineers of chaos and destruction. Well, that's a bit dramatic. You are working in direct opposition of the natural order of things. These so-called improvements will be the downfall of our society. It will not. Electric lighting is amazing. If you do not cease your unholy experiments, the Redites will be forced to take action. You have been warned. PF. Okay, that's what I thought. The Ferguson guy. I think he's the one in Gascon.
Now that's interesting. Whoever wrote this letter signed it with initials. They can't have been so stupid as to make themselves so easily identifiable. Can
Yeah.
they? Perhaps it would be a good idea to take another look at that list you got from Snelling.
PF? Yeah, okay. PF. So let's see. So that's, yeah, Peyton Ferguson. Okay, the last one, who I would want to speak to, not the lamp guy, is him. Wait, what's that? Oh, it's just Lamplight.
No time to wait.
Oh, okay. Okay, so PF. So we're gonna stick with the one I had before. Let's go back to him. I just want to be thorough here because
No need to talk.
okay. Okay, because the last time I was hasty, I had to go back twice on save games. So okay, so we're gonna stick with Ferguson. I hope this is the correct call.
Well, well.
Why
Who's
did I?
this lovely
I
specimen?
wish I had saved my game.
Allow me to
but
introduce
anyway.
Peyton Ferguson. No.
Can I... Wait, where is the prison? So I cannot go actually there? Okay, but I can tell him I arrested someone. If it's true or not, that's not my problem.
Mr. Mims, a word if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, what is it?
I found the person responsible for sabotaging your iron mill.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah?
Did I?
His name is Peyton Ferguson. He's currently at the Bow Street Jail.
Hey, not bad.
Did
owe you
I?
one,
Oh
detective.
no, I hope it's
certainly
correct. I hope it's correct. I really hope it's correct. I guess I could have arrested
What
anyone.
can you tell me about Hannibal
I
Kirkland?
don't know.
Good worker. Mostly kept to himself. Real shame what happened to him.
Yeah. What do you know about
Do you
him?
know if anyone here disliked Kirkland?
Enough to want him dead? Nah. There's the
No.
occasional scrap, but everyone around here gets along for the most part. Like I said, he mostly kept to himself. Head down, didn't bother nobody.
Do you know what he did outside of work?
No idea. I only ever saw him here.
Well, you gave me nothing.
You said Kirkland was a good
Give
worker?
me something.
One of my best. I knew something was up when he didn't show up for a couple of days. Don't think he'd ever missed work before.
Where does
Did he have
live?
any personal effects he kept here, or an area where he worked?
He had a cabinet downstairs in the workers' changing area, just like everyone
Can I
else.
see it? Just please.
You can go take a look if you want, but I don't think the police found anything. Kirkland's cabinet is the third one from the left.
The police are
I'll be going now.
dum-dums.
Be careful on your way out.
And I'm not a dum-dum, so... See, that's the difference. No, I don't know. The third from the left. What if I just look in all of them? You can peek in the showers. Gents, please stop shaving in the showers. Aw, the cleaning lady doesn't like it. Yeah. Wait, what's her name? Oh, he wrote it. Okay. Should I steal someone's towel?
At least having a heater down here manages to keep things warm. I remember the changing rooms at the police station were always ice cold.
Okay, so...
Just another unmarked store.
Okay, let's look. No, we need a code. But how the hell would we know what the code was? So there's a 5. 500? That's wrong. 005. People be stupid enough to do that. 555. Yeah, I don't know. What's in here?
Sounds like there's someone in there. If you weren't so bashful, I'd suggest joining in. You could certainly use it.
Stop calling me stinky. Okay, let's ask him what he knows about the code. So there's a 5. So one of the letters is... one of the numbers are probably a 5. Is probably... There's a 4
Mr. Mims,
here.
a word if you wouldn't mind?
Yes, what is it?
There's a dial.
Would you happen to know the combination to Hannibal Kirkland's cabinet?
No. Every worker sets their own combination, and I don't ask for it.
What happens if they were to forget it?
Well, have them come up with some sort of personal reminder and keep those in a file.
Tell me.
And do you still have Kirkland's?
I'll give it to you as soon as we're done talking.
Okay.
I'll be going now.
Be careful on your way out.
So there's 4, there's a 5.
There you go. You're lucky I only clean out my files at the end of the year.
Yeah.
See, I always told you I wasn't disorganized. Just preparing for the future.
Come on. The shipwreck, the red and white, the sign. So, the shipwreck is 5. So 5. Not sure what the red and the sign. So it's either... so it's 5, 4 something or 5 something 4. The shipwreck, the red and white. So that's the red and white. So 5, 4. And the sign. This sign, the shipwreck, the red and white. 4. So 5, 4, 4. 5, 4, 4. Yay! Got
Empty.
it.
That's disappointing.
No, man,
Not
it can't be that
completely
empty. No,
There's
look.
something at the bottom
There
here.
must be something. The gilded lily. Is it him? No, wait, he's dead. He's dead, sorry. 12 refined ladies in waiting, all sizes, petite skin. Wait, before I read all of this out loud. Present this handbook and 50 shillings. I don't know, is that expensive? I don't know how many shillings. How many euros is a shilling? Yeah. For the normal 1 crown treat. Okay, so I've got to go to Petticoat Lane.
It seems our friend Hannibal had a few extracurricular activities after all.
Okay, so
Gilded lily, huh? That's a bit suspicious.
it is sus.
Who knew such a pretty flower could cause such an inconvenience? The answer to that question is me, in case you were wondering. Flowers bring nothing but trouble. Trouble and snot.
Snot.
That's enough, Bill. We need to get a move on.
Yeah, Bill, shut up. Okay, so maybe all the men in question were a bit,
Sounds like there's someone in there. If you weren't...
but wondering eyes, and maybe they all ended up at this gilded lily, and that's why the guy puts lilies in all of their rooms.
He seems right.
Okay. So that, and then maybe Ruby is there. But then Justice just seems a bit silly because, it's just paying for nightly activities isn't, I guess, but in that time it was like a massive sin, but it doesn't, it's bad, but if you're not married, you can do what you want, right? And it's in some way consensual. I don't know what I'm talking about, but still, like, it doesn't seem
Well,
worth
hello there,
killing
handsome.
people over.
Welcome to the Gilded Lily. Come over here and tell me what kind of pleasure it is you're looking for.
Okay, let's go.
I'm afraid I'm here for business, not pleasure.
Simmer down.
Oh, well, that's just a shame, isn't it?
I'm Miles Fordham, private investigator. And you are?
You can call me Serafina. I'm in charge of this establishment.
Serafina.
You won't mind if I take a look around or ask you some questions?
As long as you keep to the front room, you can do whatever you like. Beyond that, you're gonna have to pay.
Maybe it's best if you leave this part out when you tell Adelaide about the case later.
I mean, will I tell Adelaide anything? Where is she? She hasn't said anything. I don't know if she's forgiven me. I don't know.
What a charming statue. Wouldn't she get cold fetching water in that state of undress?
Ah, she is naked.
Oh, my virgin eyes.
Calm down.
You certainly won't find art like that at the National Gallery.
Yeah, that's true. I did not see that in the Tate Britain.
May I ask you a few questions, Serafina?
Of course you may, but I can't guarantee the answers will be free.
Okay, she's a businesswoman. I don't have that much money on me though. Ooh, she looks like Catherine Zeta-Jones. Do you see the bone structure and the eye shape and the mouth shape, everything? Yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones with an eye patch and a blonde wig. Okay. Who are you? No, what's the Gilded
This
Lily?
is a lovely establishment you have. And such a nice name, too.
Thank you, my dear. It wasn't always called the Gilded Lily, though. We were formerly known as Le Maison de Tolérance.
Oh.
What inspired the name change?
Ah, that's a bit of a long story. Not worth getting into.
Actually,
How long have you been
I
operating?
would like to
Going
hear
on
it.
25 years. Business has been good. There's a reason this is the world's oldest profession, you know.
True. La Maison de Tolérance, so that would be like, yeah, the house of tolerance. So why change it? Because that is what it is. I don't know. Maybe everything is more tolerated now. I don't know.
So, how did you get into this business?
Weird.
Like many of the other girls, it was the best of some bad options. I had no interest in being beholden to a husband.
Yeah.
I may be a fallen woman, but better to fly and fall than to have your wings clipped.
Do you enjoy the work?
It's a job like any other, Mr. Fordham. There are good days and there are bad days.
Yeah, no, she has
But
a
my
point.
girls are my family. We take care of each other. I couldn't ask for anything better.
I mean, let's be honest, she probably worked her way up. But right now, she's in a better place where she could probably make more decisions herself. So if a customer comes, she could probably say, like, fine, I would be fine to take care of you. Or she would, yeah, give the customer to someone else. So she is probably the most privileged in that building. No, there's probably more rich people above her. But from all the women, she might be the one who gets to actually decide who she sees and not see.
Do you by chance have a girl named Ruby in your service?
Ruby? Yes. She's one of our newest girls.
Ooh, a new girl.
And she's not in any sort of trouble, is she?
No, not really.
Not at all. I merely wanted to speak with her.
Well, she should be in the dressing room. If you go through the rear door and follow the hallway down,
Will I
it's
have
the
to
last
pay
door on
for
the
this?
left.
I see. Thank you.
Okay, I don't have to pay for this? Well, that's interesting.
Did you have a man named Hannibal Kirkland as a client?
I make it my practice not to learn the names of any customers here, Mr. Fordham.
Yeah, fair enough.
I hate to disappoint anyone who comes through those doors, but discretion is paramount in this business.
Well, at least you know you can trust these women with your secrets.
Yeah.
Did you know Percival McDonough?
The politician? I knew who he was, but never met him personally.
Okay, that was
He
a
was seeing Ruby, wasn't he?
candid response.
Not regularly, no. In fact, his first and only visit with her was yesterday.
Ah.
Were you aware that he was murdered shortly after that?
I had no idea. How terrible.
Oh, terrible.
Yes, it is terrible. This means she's lost a potential repeat customer.
Potential rich repeat customer.
Do you know anything about the Justice Killer?
I'm afraid not, dear. I don't normally associate with killers.
No.
Are you sure you don't know anything? He's the reason I'm here.
Well, I can assure you I know nothing about your murderer. If the trail has led you here, it's surely just coincidence.
Okay.
Yeah, she seems awfully certain of that. It's a good thing we don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah, no, she's
Thank you for your
hiding
time.
something.
Of course, my dear.
But yeah, at least I'm allowed to speak to Ruby without having to pay. Who are you?
Looks nervous. Wonder if this is his first time.
Maybe. He also just looks a bit bored to me. Okay, where is she?
I'm not too familiar with places like this, but I believe that's where the fun happens. If you've got the crowns for it.
So this is the way I need to go. Yeah. Let's roll. Ruby. Hello.
Oh, hello. Did Serafina send you back here for me?
Just to chat.
Yes, but not for the
Just
usual
to chat.
reasons. I'm a private investigator. My name is Miles Fordham. Ruby, I presume?
Yes, that's right. What do you need from me?
Just some information.
Well, I'll do my best.
Mm-hmm. What happened
The
here?
girls here don't get much in the way of a dressing area. Still, something is better than nothing, I suppose.
This is a broken mirror. Anything else? Who's that?
Lily, 1809 to 1843. I wonder what happened to her.
Ah, interesting.
Damn shame to be cut down in the prime of your life. Believe me, I know. Damn
Okay, so something happened. Lily.
cut down in her prime. I can relate.
Yeah. But those are not lilies.
No lilies? Seems like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, those are not lilies. Well, I don't
No-
know what they are.
That's a nice locket for being such a cheap piece of jewelry.
It's cheap? Ah? 313-2213. Did they have phones already? Lily. Ah, that's probably who you call if you need someone taken care of. Ah, maybe he was like the hitman for the this establishment. So if any man was rough with a woman, they would just call this number and he'd make them disappear. Yeah, that'd be quite cool. I like that. I like that. I don't know if I like that, but Okay, let's check out what's in here.
I'm guessing this is where most of the girls keep their personal belongings. Doesn't seem to offer much in the way of privacy.
No, they don't have any lockers
I'm guessing
or
this is where.
anything.
I'm guessing this.
Ruby, what do you know, my dear?
So, Ruby,
Yes?
So many things. Hi.
how long have you been in this business?
Only a few months now. Used to work at a kitchen, but then they brought in some of those new automated machines.
Ah, a sadly familiar story.
At least this profession isn't in any danger of being made obsolete by steam tech.
No.
Cold steel can never replace a warm touch.
Let's just hope that's true.
No, I don't think your job is obsolete just yet, my dear. Who's that?
That's a rather nice portrait. Who's the subject?
Oh, that's Lily. Before my time. Serafina knows loads about her. Even changed the name of this place in her honor.
Okay.
You might try asking her if you want to know more.
Okay, I'll go to Serafina. So, lots of men here, but he's the most important. But let's start with just random men.
Did you ever have a client named Hannibal Kirkland?
No, that name doesn't sound familiar. Sorry.
Okay.
Did you ever meet a man named Burley Cause?
No, I never met him, but one of the other girls had him as a client.
Okay, that's
I
interesting.
remember because she was laughing about his name. He wasn't very burly, if you get my meaning.
Right.
Okay, so Hannibal never came here, but he was... I don't fully remember, but I think he was mean to his wife. Burley was here.
Do you know Ennis Bowditch?
Bowditch? Didn't think I'd be hearing that name again.
What did he do?
As I understand it, he was seeing your friend, the serving girl at the ruined coffee house.
Yeah, that's right. Annabelle. She broke things off with him a while ago, though.
because he was
So she said.
violent, yeah.
Did you ever know him to be violent?
Violent? The bastard nearly beat Annabelle's
No.
brains in once.
No.
Why do you think she chucked him?
You...
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
At least she had the good sense to get rid of him.
Yeah. You
Perhaps we should go confirm this newly discovered fact with Annabelle.
You go, girl.
Are you familiar with Reggie Willingham?
Oh, him? He had to be banned from here.
Really? What happened?
He got way too rough with one of the girls.
no.
She ended up shy a few teeth.
Ew.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, apparently
Look how
he
big
wasn't
his
too
eyes
fond of
is.
boundaries.
Look how big
Good
his
riddance
eyes
to
are.
him, I say.
Okay.
Were you aware that Mr. Willingham was murdered?
What? Oh, well, now I feel terrible for saying
No,
good
no.
riddance. I meant...
It is a good riddance.
I think I know what you meant, Ruby.
It
It's
is a
fine.
good riddance. If
Is it me, or is there a pattern starting to emerge here?
Except Hannibal. What did Hannibal do? Hannibal... I don't remember exactly. So let's ask
You
about
met
him.
recently with Percival McDonough, is that right?
How did you know that? I thought he was meant to keep those sorts of things private.
He had your name written down in his
wrote
calendar.
it on a
And you found me here
calendar
based on that?
in his
Well, I am a
office.
detective.
Suppose that's
He
true.
wasn't being
Anyway,
discreet at
yes.
all.
I only met him the one time. There wasn't anything remarkable about him. After we finished, he got all emotional about his wife, but I could hardly understand what he was saying. I hate it when they cry afterwards.
Oh. Oh. I wanted to like her, but now she also seems a bit heartless and... I don't know. It's a bit weird.
Have you heard of the Justice Killer?
No, I don't believe so.
How?
He's a serial murderer who's killed 5 victims, mostly men from Chumley.
Aren't we in
Oh
Chumley?
dear, that sounds dreadful.
How do you not know?
Is that what you're investigating?
It is. Do you know anyone who might have some information about him?
I don't. Sorry I can't be more help.
I'll just leave you to it then.
You were quite
Thanks, love.
helpful. So we need to speak to the coffee, to Annabelle again. We need to speak to the woman in front again. Because she can tell me why the place was renamed. She didn't really want to talk about it, but I'm gonna sort of force her hand. Because I kind of want to know.
May I ask you a few questions, Serafina?
Of course you may, but
Okay, we know. Maybe there was a man that was infatuated with Lily. And maybe Lily passed away because someone was violent with her, and that's why he kills these violent men? Maybe.
Could you tell me about the young lady in the portrait hanging in the
That's
back
my
room?
theory.
that's Lily Peterson. She was a wonderful woman and a great friend.
Mhm.
What happened to her?
It's a rather tragic story, Mr.
Please
Fordham.
get into it.
I'd rather not go into too much detail.
But if you have...
The short version is this. She was with a client who got very carried away.
Okay.
She was able to defend herself enough to mortally wound the bastard, but the damage had already been done.
Oh, shame.
The girls and I decided among us that we would rename this establishment in her honor.
Oh.
Some days it's still hard to believe she's gone. I haven't even been able to get rid of her box of things.
Oh.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Serafina.
That is
Thank you, dear.
horrible.
It was especially awful given Lily's past. Her sister died at the hands of her own husband some 16 years before. Some people just can't escape tragedy, no matter how far they run.
Huh. Something tells me these deaths are significant. It might be a good idea to learn as much as we can about Lily Peterson.
Yeah, but where would we find more information about her? The police
Thank you
station?
for your time.
Of course, my dear.
Can I not see her box of belongings? Maybe if I go back... Come, quick. In here, maybe her box of belongings
I'm
are
guessing
here?
this is where... I'm guessing...
No, he doesn't wanna... Okay. Ruby, let's ask her one more time. What do you know about
So-
Lily?
Yes?
What do you know about Lily? Lily.
Serafina told me that Lily's possessions are still here. Do you know where they're kept?
Yeah, in that cabinet over there. Lily had
Okay.
a special place in Serafina's heart. I don't think she has the nerve to get rid of this stuff yet.
Do you think I could take a look through it?
Oh, I don't know.
Serafina
It would
never
be
has to
really
know. I
helpful.
promise I'll only look, not touch.
If I had a crown for every time I'd heard that.
Yeah, she's right.
But, all right. As long as you keep your word and don't take anything from the box, I'll let you have a look. I'll get it for you after.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Okay.
Thanks, love.
Thanks, love. Okay.
There you go. All yours for the browsing.
Thank you. Is there gonna be a Lily in there? No, I don't know. What would help? Like, what would...
I'm guessing this is...
Come on, come. What would break this case wide open? Case.
A cheap ring. Must have had sentimental value because otherwise there'd be no point in keeping it.
Okay, some earrings.
These don't look too valuable.
Okay.
One of 3 buttons with an engraved lily on it. I wonder if they're just decorative or if they have some other purpose.
Yeah. Okay, I know. Let's go here. 331 blah blah blah. What? Oh wait, no, sorry. I have the piece of paper in my book. Ruby? No. Rolled up paper. So 31322213. Okay, cool. So now I can look at everything in the box, and when I'm done, I'm gonna press that sequence of
Nice scarf.
buttons.
Impressively clean, too. Lily clearly took care of her things.
All 4 of her things.
Let's see what we have in here.
Yeah, what do we have? Dear Miss Peterson. Okay, we don't know when. Well, it's an unorthodox practice for a detective to maintain contact with the relatives of a victim after the case has been closed. Your story has touched me on a deeper level. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you this difficult time, something this difficult time. I understand you have decided to take it upon yourself to raise your sister's son. Ooh, the sister's son. I commend and respect you. Again, do not hesitate to contact me. Lester Barnett. Did I work with the Barnett? Okay.
It's kind of sad that Lily kept that letter all these years. Guess she never really got over her sister's death.
But her sister's
Kinda sad, though.
son. That's the main thing. Okay, so we have 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3. There we go. Wait.
Well now, I think we just found ourselves a bonanza.
Why is that covered in blood? Why is that covered in blood? Aunt Lily, I tried. God knows I tried, but I couldn't let that bastard get away with his crime. I refuse to watch you suffer the same fate as Mother. Justice has to be done. I've snuffed out his life just as he tried to choke yours out of your body. The blood that stains this letter is his. Oh my goodness. As I write this, you're in a hospital bed unconscious. I don't know if I'll ever be able to speak with you again, but I am placing this letter in your secret place in the hope that you will someday be able to read it. In the meantime, I have discovered my true calling. Oh my goodness, so it's him. I must dispense justice to those who harm innocent women. I've seen the cycle of violence go on far too long. I've lost both my mother and aunt to violent men, and I must stop this from happening again. I spoke with Gloria. Who's Gloria? And she told me she has been violated by one of her clients, an iron worker named Hannibal Kirkland. I will observe his habits until the time is right to strike. After he is taken care of, I will find others and do the same until this wretched city is scrubbed clean. I need to send a message. But see, that's the problem. What does that final bit say? Love the... Where is it? Where is it? Wretched city is scrubbed clean. Okay, yeah, so we don't know what that last bit says. Maybe she knows who the...
So, Ruby.
Yes?
Who the son is.
I found this letter inside a secret compartment in the box belonging to Lily. Do you know anything about it?
I thought we agreed you wouldn't take anything from there.
But I am
This
taking
is a special
it.
case. This letter's from Lily's nephew, the Justice Killer.
Oh, I see. Look, I've only been here a short time. I don't know anything about Lily or any killers or anything, I swear.
You know, I think she's telling the truth.
I do.
I'll just leave you to it then.
But the other woman...
Thanks, love.
Serafina. Not sure if she's telling the truth. Yeah, maybe she'll be a bit more...
May I ask you a few questions?
Of...
Serafina, what can you tell me about Lily's nephew?
Her nephew? I didn't know she had a nephew.
Really?
Lily didn't talk much about her family, as you can probably imagine.
You're not lying to me, are you?
I have nothing to hide from you.
Except maybe the truth. But I don't think we have what we need to make her talk. If there even is anything that would make her talk.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, my dear.
I don't know, like, what would it even take to intimidate her? And would I even want to? Do I even need to? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, so... we know about this nephew. Do I just walk around and ask everyone? Let's go and ask him. I don't want to immediately accuse anyone, but I want to tell him what I've found.
Chief Snell.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you recall a murder involving a woman named Lily Peterson about a year ago?
Lily Peterson? Yes. That name does sound familiar.
Okay.
Of course, the prostitute murder. That wasn't one of yours, was it?
No.
No, it wasn't. Do you remember any other details?
As I recall, the woman was beaten severely by one of her clients, who escaped and was never found.
That's Hannibal.
She died a few days later in the hospital. How is this of any relevance, exactly?
Show him the letter.
That's what I'm trying to piece together.
You don't want to show him?
Did you know that Lily Peterson had a sister who was killed some 16 years ago?
I didn't. Are you suggesting that's related somehow?
It is.
I think it is. Would you be able to get me the case file?
What was the victim's name?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
That might be a bit more difficult, unless you can give me more details.
Lily
I'll
Peterson.
try my best.
Very well. What year did you say the case was from?
Ah, shit. No, I don't know. No. 26? Wait, when was she murdered? Let's just guess
It
that
was
one.
1826, according to the information I've gathered.
Right. And who was the detective assigned to the case?
It was Barnett.
It was Lester Barnett.
Right. He was quite active in those days.
I hope I got the
And
first
what
thing
was the
right.
victim's official cause of death?
It was strangulation.
All right. I'll have a look and see if I find anything. There's nothing. I suggest you get your details.
Okay, so how... Wait. So I'm here. So what do I know? Okay, so when? So this was... We don't know. Do we know? So wait, I'm a bit confused as to when. Let's go back here. You need to tell me, please.
We've exhausted her knowledge.
Okay. So. Okay, let's go back here.
Damn shit.
Okay, so she passed away in. So it was 1809 to 1843. So she passed in 43.
That's a nice lock. No lilies?
Okay, and we. What's
I'm
in.
guessing this is where. Nice. It's kind of sad that Lily kept that.
So, okay, so let's go again. I couldn't let that bastard. I refused to watch you suffer the same fate as my mother. So it was strangulation. So strangulation and Barnett is correct. Strangulation and Barnett. It's just the year. So was it 10 years earlier? No. Well, you know what? I'm just going to brute force it because there's only 2 more options. Okay, there's only 2 more options, so I'm just going to brute force it. It's easy. Okay. So, let's see then.
Yes.
Yes.
I can. What?
Okay, so. Let's try 31.
It would have been in 1831.
Right.
So, he doesn't find anything, we try the middle one. Okay. So,
Chief
we
Sneller?
try the
Yes.
middle one. So, someone obviously said somewhere like a certain
What?
year, but I didn't
was 6
listen.
Right. And.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Here
okay,
we are.
Okay.
This should be a match. Have a look.
Okay. New Britannia Police Department. Okay.
So we have our killer's last name and possible first name, assuming he's the same man Linda Walker talked about.
Samuel.
Perhaps it's time to ask about him at the docks.
Samuel Collins. Okay. So, 30 March 1828. Victim, Liam Collins, Daisy Collins. Victim ages 37, 47. 37, 34. But wait, Liam Collins, Daisy Collins. Ah, that's the sister. So that was a gunshot, self-inflicted. Ah, this is okay. So this was a murder. Murder slewers line. Police were notified after a neighbor heard shouting and general commotion from the Collins apartment. Upon arrival, they found Daisy Collins in the living room with clear signs of strangulation. In the bedroom, they found Liam Collins, the apparent victim of a self-inflicted, to the head. Searching the rest of the apartment, officers found a young child, 4 years old, hiding in the closet. The child did not respond to questions. Yeah, of course. Barnett conducted an investigation. Yeah, he attacked his wife. He was drunk. He accidentally caused her death. Well, yeah. A life for a life. The child had been taken into police custody. Okay, yeah, let's go ask. So it's Samuel Collins. Wow. Sam Collins. Sam Collins.
You again? What do you need?
You again?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Me.
Do you know a man named Samuel Collins?
Yes, I do. He's one of my workers.
Is he working today?
No, it's his day off. Why do you ask?
Because he is
I'm very interested in speaking with him.
murdering.
Could you tell me
on
where I
his
can
day
find him?
off.
I don't just give out information on my men to strangers. What reason do you have for wanting to speak with
He's
him?
a serial
I believe
killer.
he may be involved in some serious crimes.
Is that right? And what are these serious
Dude,
crimes
you're gonna wish you didn't
exactly?
ask. You're gonna wish you didn't ask. Am I honest? Or do I just appeal to his sense of...
I believe he's stealing money from you and your business.
What? Do you have proof of this?
No, I don't.
No, I guess I don't.
Stop wasting my time then!
About Sam,
Yes? What about him? You've made a rather
Okay.
I believe...
What? You've got quite some imagination, sir. And here I thought you were serious.
No, but I am serious. What do you
About
mean?
Yes?
So what does
about-
he
I
want
believe-
to...
What?
The Hanbrook Flower Shop. He stole several orders of Easter lilies.
The Hanbrook
Why
Flower
would this...
Shop? They're not one of my customers. I only sell to wholesalers.
A minor detail. The point remains that your man's a burglar.
That's quite a serious claim. What proof do you have?
You can hear it straight from the man who works at the shop that was burgled.
Well, where is he then?
Wait here just a moment.
I wouldn't have gotten there. I just randomly accused them of murder.
Excuse me, Mr. Hastings?
What is it, Detective? As I said, I'm rather busy.
I was wondering if you might help me with something. Could you please tell the shipping manager over there about the burglaries at your flower shop?
Certainly.
Okay, he's helpful. That's nice. I'm
Go ahead,
pleased.
Mr. Hastings.
Right. It all started around 5 months ago.
Okay.
And he didn't come around again after that night.
Thank you, Mr. Hastings. That'll do.
Okay. He's just talking and leaving. That's fine.
Now are you convinced?
Fine. I hate to lose 2 of my men in such a short amount of time. But if he's done wrong, I can't just stand by. Samuel lives in Chumley, at 210 Abattoir Row.
Ooh.
Thank you, sir. You may have just saved several lives.
But I'm going to have to spend several crowns in order to get things back to normal.
Yeah, but that's not my problem.
Now, if you'll excuse me...
That's not my problem. Abattoir, that's like, that's where you slaughter animals, isn't it? Not good, not good, not good. Bro. I should have saved the game. I should have
Samuel Collins?
saved the game.
Yes?
I'm Terrence Shackley from the Labor Department. I wanted to ask you some questions about your employer at the docks.
Oh, of course.
I
Please
should
come in.
have saved the game. Maybe I can save it now?
I'm sorry.
No.
What did you say your name was?
Terrence Shackley? But it's not my real name. I just used it to get into your apartment. I believe you did something similar at the Houses of Parliament with Mr. McDonough.
Oh.
So, you're Fordham. The one who was snooping around at the Gilded Lily.
Oh no.
Indeed. We meet again, Mr.
Oh
Collins.
no. Am I gonna...
Of course.
Oh,
The rooftop. I'm sorry about what happened to your partner. It wasn't my intent for him to die.
Oh no.
Oh, he's sorry? Is he? Is that supposed to make things better?
I saved
Suppose this encounter was
so long ago.
inevitable. But I admit I didn't think it would be this soon. So, you're here to arrest me.
I think I'm here to kill you, actually.
With everything you've done, you're lucky I don't just kill you.
That would be preferable to jail. But I don't think you can bring yourself to do it.
No, not really.
You know as well as I do. Every one of those men deserved what they got.
Yeah, true.
Nobody deserves to be shot in the head.
I'm sure your feeling would change if your wife was violated.
Yeah, leave my wife out of this.
Surprised I know about her? After our first encounter, I did my own investigation. I had to know what kind of man you were.
I'm a good man.
You were innocent of any wrongdoing. Otherwise, we would have met much sooner.
Oh my goodness.
Whether
Yeah.
the people you killed deserved it or not isn't really my concern. I'm here on behalf of my partner.
I understand. You want closure, same as I do. But if you kill me, how does that make you any better?
It doesn't, but I'm suffering
You'd not only
anyway.
be a murderer, but also responsible for allowing the cycle of violence to continue.
There
Ah.
are other ways of upholding justice, Collins. Ways that don't involve mass murder.
Yes.
The system is broken. Criminals get away
Also,
all
yes.
the time. You know that.
Also, yes.
Only too well. All I ask is that you allow me to continue my work in peace.
No, I can't do that.
You looked the other way once before. You can do it again.
You're right. I did look the other way. And it wound up costing my partner his life.
Yeah, no, I
You're
can't
out of
do
your
this.
mind if you think I'm going to just let you keep killing.
No way.
Damn right, Miles.
I can't do that.
This has to end. Then you leave me no choice.
Oh no, I didn't save. Why didn't I save? Oh, thank you, Snelling.
Fordham, are you all right?
Oh, thank you, Snelling. Oh, Snelling.
Yes, I'm
so
fine.
Happy to see you.
So, this is our justice killer?
That's right.
I suppose congratulations
Oh, wow,
are in order.
Snelling.
You did well in finding
You
him.
actually
Thank you,
saved
Chief
my
Snelling.
life.
I'm glad we were finally able to work together.
Yes, Well, I'm glad you weren't so brash as to confront him without notifying me first.
I did not.
Perhaps there is hope for you yet.
Goodness, I
Now then, I'll go get the
him.
other officers so we can lock down the scene and remove the body. Wait here.
Bro's not dead, right?
Quite a night, hey, Bill?
Bill's gone.
Bill?
Bill's gone.
Are you there?
Bye, Bill.
Bill?
Bye, Bill. Bye, Bill. Does Adelaide forgive me? Bye, Bill. You were funny. Okay, now he's got a massive, what do you call those? Memorial thing? Tombstone? There's Addie.
It's good of you to do this, Miles. Do you need some time alone?
If you wouldn't mind.
All right. I'll wait for you over by the sycamores.
So, it's finally over. I have to admit, it's been strange not hearing you all the time anymore.
Yeah, we've been fighting.
Never in a million years did I think I would actually miss
each other so long.
But the important thing is you've moved on, and I got what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I'm starting up my own private detective agency, you know.
I hope Bill doesn't
Addie and Upton are going to be my partners.
randomly pipe up again.
It should be interesting, to say the least.
You're good at private investigating.
Oh, that reminds me. I brought you a little something.
Bit of alcohol? Yeah.
It's not much, but I thought you might appreciate it.
Yeah. He's gonna like it.
Thank you for all your help, Bill. I truly would have been lost without it.
Some comments could have stayed. Let's not joke, but rest in peace, Bill. Goodbye, old friend. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Bill. I love you.
Aww. A man in touch with his emotions. Very nice, very nice. We gonna get a Star Wars moment? Bill in like a blue shimmer? Correctly. I solved every case correctly. Oh, you guys can't see the achievements. I solved every case correctly. I'm so proud of myself. Oh my god. Okay. So proud of myself. What a game, honestly. Ooh. What a nice song. Sounds like the Hogwarts school song. Not that we condone anything that that terrible woman does, but I do still like Harry Potter, so the movie, the Hogwarts school song, quite fun. This was such a good game. Oh my goodness, the detective bits had me so like locked in. Like I felt like I was a detective, and there's very few games that make me feel like that. So a lot of puzzle games get me quite frustrated, or I just don't get that feeling of like I'm flowing, like getting in flow state. And this game had me like in flow state all of the time, which was freaking amazing. And I'm so pleased, and I enjoyed it so thoroughly. And I would recommend it to every single person who has ever enjoyed any kind of whodunit, who has ever like read any Sherlock Holmes, who's watched any who's read any Agatha Christie, who's watched any of her films or any of the recent films, not her films, the films they made of her books, and just anyone who likes mystery. I am so excited about the next game. Rosewater. Rosewater is gonna be, I'm guessing and hoping and just, yeah, I think it is going to be an amazing game because it's the same dev, so, you know, it's got to be good. So I'm quite excited about it. So, yeah, I think the voice acting in this game was, yeah, phenomenal. Top tier, S tier, best, some of the best I've heard. Like, up there with, like, Excavation of Hobbs Barrow level voice acting. Yeah, I just cannot give enough praise to this game. I don't think there was... Maybe there were moments that I was frustrated when, like, in that middle case where I kept locking myself out of the good endings. I was like, shit. And I kept having to go back. So that was a bit annoying, but that's how it goes. Like, I was told that could be how the game goes. Not told, like, what I've read about the game is that you can finish it no matter how stupid you make your decisions. So yeah, so I knew all of this was a possibility. Don't know if I have much more to say. This game was it just blew my mind. It blew my mind. I think I will recommend it to just everyone. I don't think I will shut up about it for a while. This will be my personality now. Lamplight City, yeah. will be my personality for a while if people will allow me that silliness. Yeah. And it was nice for the spooky season or for like Halloween times because it was really good. It was a bit dark, but it wasn't like spooky. Like nothing jumped out at me, but it gave you that eerie feeling, like you're in. It gave you the feeling of like Victorian London, or maybe just a little bit past that, or just before that, for World War I and stuff. So it was like the world, like everyone thought they were modern at that point in time, and they thought they were enlightened, but they weren't. Like there was so much more to discover. Thank me for playing. Thank you for creating the game. I said that at the end every time, but yeah, thank you so much to indie devs. Honestly, without you, my life would suck. So yeah, thank you so much. Big up indie devs. This is amazing. This game is amazing, and hopefully you feel like worth every second of the time you put into this, because it brings so much joy, and I hope it brings so many more people joy. Yeah, really happy with how this went. Yeah, thank you so much if you stuck with me through stuck with me with the whole series. I enjoyed it immensely, and I hope you guys did too. And yeah, thank you for all the support. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe for many millions more games, and have a lovely day further, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.